Benjamin Franklin was one of our nation's most influential founding fathers, and it can be argued that he had a more influential role than many of the men who would go on to serve as presidents of the United States. So it only made sense that when the Walking Liberty half-dollar series came to an end in 1947, that our own founding father would finally be given his very own coin. The Franklin half-dollar was struck from 1948 until 1963, and when it comes to Franklin half-dollars, none are more sought after than the rare collector's edition proofs. And tonight we have 3 coins from the tail end of the 1950s that have about 2.5% of their entire mintage known to still exist in this condition or better today with NGC.
Each one of these are available tonight at $59.95 each. The 1957 is item number 905-5878. That's 905-5878. The 1958, 905-6437. That is 905-6437. And last but not least, the 1959 is item number 905-5813. That's 905-5813.
And when we're talking about Franklin half-dollars, the collector's edition proofs that could only be obtained from the annual U.S. Mint proof set released every single year are without a doubt the coin to own. If you added up all of the years together of all the uncirculated Franklin half-dollars, and you're going to get an average of about 13.5 million coins per year in uncirculated. However, when you look at the proofs and break that down, they have only about an average of about 1.2 to 1.3 million total coins, meaning they are several times rarer than their uncirculated counterparts, and that's just talking about the coins in general. Once you get into Proof 67, that's when it becomes seriously a collecting rarity.
Now, we just showed you the proof set that these coins came from. This one right here is the modern issue where they replaced the packaging with a hard plastic lens. Prior to 1968, the proof sets were in that poly pack presentation and an envelope. They were mailed to collectors that ordered them from the mint. So they made their way through the mail. They were jostled around so the coins can move within that kind of air pocket inside that plastic. So that is why high grades just don't exist. That's why we don't see many grades in 67 grade or higher. We'd love to show you that packaging to give you a visual of where they were from. They're only from the proof set. And that is why in these 3 years, we're only seeing 32,199 coins in 67 grade or better for the year 1957 out of 1.2 million proof sets.
Yeah, and when you break that down, just 32,199 coins in NGC Proof 67 or better condition, that's just 1 in every 39 coins struck by the U.S. Mint in 1957. And when you break that down, it's just 2.58% of the entire mintage. And because it's that rare, it's why when you can find the 1957 in Proof 67 condition, they want over $170 for that certified coin. We are more than $110 less at just $59.95. Now in 1958, they would have one of the smallest proof mintages in the entire series. There's 875,652 total coins. And when you look at NGC's population reports today, just 21,519. And that breaks down to just 1 in every 41 coins struck, or just 2.4% of the entire mintage. And that coin is one of the hardest to find in collecting today. We tried to find a retail comparison for this coin tonight, and we were only able to find 1 coin in Proof 67 or better condition, and they still wanted over $110 for it. And let me tell you, it's one of those coins where you look at it and go, how did that coin grade at 67 if that's how it looks?
It's funny, right?
Yes, and let me tell you, even at $110 for that poor eye appeal coin, we're still $50 less than them at $59.95, and all of our coins are going to be beautiful Proof 67s certified by NGC, but they will also be hand selected by us to make sure they meet our strict quality standards. For those of you who collect proof half dollars and silver dollars, you know that sometimes there can be some spotting on the coins or some just general tarnishing that don't affect its technical grade. All of ours are going to be beautiful presentation style pieces that are the perfect addition to any collection.
Now, even the oldest coin in this collection, I'm sorry, the youngest coin in this collection, the 1959, at 64 years old, there were 1.1 million proof sets made that year, and still only just 25,074 exist or are known to exist in grade 67 or better as of today. Alex just referenced our competitors' pricing. Same thing for the 1959. They want $110 for the 1959, and here tonight we are $59.95 each. It is your choice, folks. That means join us with any date that you'd like. If you want to just grab one of these rarities, where they're only about 2.5% known to exist in the world. As of NGC's population reports today, it is a phenomenal opportunity at under $60, but you don't have to buy all three to save.
Actually, that 1959, they did want $170
Oh, that one was $170.
So that means if they
Savings
got all
$110.
three of those coins with us
You're
tonight,
right.
the 57, 58, and 59, they would save over $270 versus our nearest competition. And let me tell you, our 1958 is going to look significantly better than the one they wanted $110 for. Now let's talk about the man on these coins. Benjamin Franklin is without a doubt one of the most unique founding fathers, bar none. He was an avid printer, publisher, inventor, scientist, author, public servant, diplomat, and a well-known ladies' man who was also an incredible businessman, so much so that he retired at 42 back in the 1700s.
Wow.
He was the first one to identify lightning as electricity, and he founded the post office and Penn University, while holding posts at both, including being the first postmaster general in the history of the United States. He was also credited for creating the first modern-style firehouse in what was then the capital of Philadelphia. He is without a doubt an American that there has never been another like, without question.
Absolutely wonderful story. I mean, it's just a popular series, and was replaced by the Kennedy half-dollar series in 1964. Who knows, maybe if it wasn't for the late unfortunate events in late 1963, maybe we would still have the Franklin half-dollar today. But these are those 90% silver proofs from those original proof sets, the last 3 years of the 50s. 61, 2, and 3 were the last 3 years of the Franklin half-dollar series, and they made over $3 million at each one of those years. These vintage figures, much smaller than the end of the era, and tonight they're available in Proof 67 at a phenomenal price, $59.95 each. Again, savings of $110 each on the two dates, 57, 59. Alex referenced before, that 58 could not find a proper comparison to give you.
Had it.
So you got to join us.
You can call in at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like waiting on the line, because there are a few people on hold right now, we have a lot of people calling in. Please don't hang up. You do not want to miss out. You also can go over to the website, abccoins.com, and head to the top right-hand side of the page with the search bar and put 905-5878 for that 1957 Proof Franklin in 67. For the 1958, it's item number 905-6437. And for the last coin in the trio tonight, the 1959, it's item number 905-5813. We are just $59.95 per coin, and at that price, we are at least $50 less than our nearest competition, and with two of the coins going as high as $110 less. If you grab all three of these coins with us tonight, not only will you grab three coins with only about 2.5% of their entire mintage known in this grade or better with NGC, you're also going to save over $270 versus our nearest competition.
Join us, folks. We do have to be moving on from this very quickly. We didn't have a chance to give you a heads-up notice on that. Stay on the phones, bookmark that website, join us online. The bottom line is, folks, don't miss out. We're going to be moving on. Let's see what's next.